your jaws.
Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another riveting dollar store drive-in. I'm your host Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads.
We are.
The Newlydeads is a half-hour chat show about a dollar store movie, or could be from anywhere, as long as it's less than $5, that we've purchased and then watched. And now we're going to review it for your viewing pleasure. We record this in our home, and so you will hear dog sounds.
Lots of dog sounds. Breathing, panting, barking occasionally, huffing, puffing.
Rolling around, drinking water, maybe like sometimes...
Currently, Shaggy is rolling on his
very
back.
weird.
And
flapping around.
And he's
Shaggy.
close to 50 pounds, so when he flops, it makes a sound.
Yeah, so...
and sometimes he's closer to the mic than we are, so you'll hear...
Sorry about that. Or licking, you
It's
know.
not us.
Quit licking.
And now he's,
So, welcome to our home.
Welcome to our life.
Yes, welcome to our home. This is Shaggy. So
we find a movie.
let's focus. Yes.
Somewhere like a Dollar Tree, a Dollar General.
He found one at Family Dollar. No, where?
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
I find them at Salvation Army.
Salvation Army.
Swap
All
meets,
sorts of places.
garage sales.
Sometimes, just sometimes, people will actually send a movie for us to watch.
That happened on a few episodes ago. If you didn't catch it, Tales of Dracula, go check it out. Someday when it's available. Right now it's not. It'll replay at some point on Tingler Television, our host. And also,
He is all over the place.
they
today.
should potentially be under $5 if possible. But if you send it to us, it's free to us. So anyway, free promotion for you. But if any of these places like Dollar Tree want to sponsor us, haven't mentioned that in a while.
Hi, Dollar Tree.
We'll be your geisha.
I like your things.
She does. It's true.
Also, I wanted to mention, if you want to chat with us, if this is Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time,
Yeah.
we are live in the chat room with you.
Literally alive and well.
Please come watch us. TinglerTelevision.com. Not watch us. Come talk
watch
to
us too. But
watch,
chat
but
with us at
talk,
the same
but
time.
talk with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would love to talk to you about anything and everything. It doesn't have to be about this episode. It can be about how your day's been. It can be about how much you like spooky stuff like we do.
Could be about dogs.
It could be about dogs.
Could be about our dog.
It could be about your dog. It could be about anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
come talk to us. But this week, we
week.
watched a little film called Cowboys versus the Zombies. Yeah. So, should I read the little...
Or
on
if
the
it's
back?
zombies in this film, it's...
Yeah. Do you want me to read the thing?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so...
In case they missed last week.
Civilization has been ravaged... Boy, this is dusty. Sorry.
I don't know how that
I
happened.
think it's from the dogs,
I was
they-
gonna say,
with their
it's
furs.
Skin glitter everywhere.
Yes. Civilization has been ravaged by a nuclear war, and the undead have risen to attack what is left of humanity. Shadrach, one of the survivors, watched his life burn to the ground after a devastating attack left him mortally wounded. In his dying breath, he sold his soul, becoming eternally enslaved to the forces of hell. Tormented for centuries, he now has a chance to regain his soul, but to do so, he must save an entire town from the living dead while battling his own demons at the same time. How accurate is that?
Honestly, that's pretty accurate.
It is.
For the most part.
Yeah. So, okay, it does say it's by a nuclear war.
Yes.
I wish they would have said that in the actual film.
We have that in our notes here somewhere, but
Yeah.
in the course of the film, it's never mentioned.
No.
Never once said,
It seems like
Anything about it.
the Wild West.
yes. And you think like in the beginning, just a simple scroll that says, the year is 2049, nuclear war has ravaged the planet.
And
These
everyone
remaining
is
survivors are
everyone is all for themselves.
hanging out in this saloon
And
pretending to
now
be the Old West.
we have moved back to the Old West. Yeah.
But instead, you get all these people that look like they're in an Old West or an Old West town that are dressed in Western garb, but have like T-shirts and things on as well. So it's kind of a weird
Leather
anachronistic
jackets.
mess, and it's like if you just had just a little bit of a something that said, "Hey, post-apocalypse," it would have been a lot better, a lot more sense.
I'm a little perplexed at this.
I have thoughts, and I didn't tell you this last night because I wanted to run it by you, and this is a good time to bring it up. I'm wondering if that the reason they said it's post-apocalyptic and that it's the Cowboys versus zombies is that it was a way to justify a lack of budget for proper Western wear to make them full cowboys, because they probably had access to an Old West town. And so they're like, we got an Old West town, let's make these cowboys, but we don't have the right clothes, so let's make it post-apocalyptic, therefore we can just have a mishmash of stuff. And then, it's kind of like the Pale Door, where they had some of the clothes that worked, or Tales of Dracula, where some of the clothes worked, but the budget was such that they couldn't do a full, wardrobe fitting. So you kind of play with what you got. I feel like here, maybe that they were doing the best they could.
Yeah. That's true.
Just my thought. Just my 2 cents.
I mean, we always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, too. You know what
Sure.
I mean? We understand budget restraints. Obviously, we're filming in our own house.
We
There's
live
a
under
dog-
budget constraints.
A dog drinking water right next to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know how it is if you're ever watched this channel and our show. You know how it is.
You know how it goes.
So.
Yeah. Should we show the trailer? Were you able to find it?
Yeah, it's about 2.5 minutes long.
It's hard, man.
There's
rough.
some things to tell you about this movie that make it interesting, but let's play the trailer and circle back.
Pain. Pain is an excellent motivator. Cause a man enough pain, and he'll do just about anything. You have to play on a man's pain, like on a piano. Just the right key.
Be careful sneaking around like that, stranger. Man's like to get killed.
Best be about your business, mister.
You are my business.
Allow me to introduce William Shadrach Babcock.
Hey. We can last till dawn.
I guess we'll see, won't we?
I got 2 words for you. Wayne McDermott. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand.
Yeah.
He's in the trailer, but that's
Wayne McDermott. That's all he kept saying last night.
because that's the way somebody said it, and I thought it was Carl from Sling Blade.
Wayne McDermott.
I like my Wayne McDermott with mustard and biscuits. It's like, what's happening? Wayne McDermott.
I like my Wayne McDermott with what?
Biscuits and mustard.
Biscuits and mustard.
He likes to eat.
I thought it was French fried.
He likes French fried potato.
Oh yeah.
But he likes his biscuits and mustard.
Oh, gotcha.
My voice isn't quite there today, so
Yeah,
anyway.
last night he was on point.
I was. It was late, It was later. I don't know. I don't have any excuse.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: the movie, according to that and the Internet Movie Database and other sources. This is from 2014. It's called Cowboys versus Zombies, The Devil's Crossing.
Yes.
When you look it up, on my phone it gives me a director. On the website on my laptop it does not provide a director, a writer, or any cast members whatsoever. It's blank for the most part. It has a poster, one shot, a trailer that has a shot in it, and reviews. Very confusing. On my phone it says it's directed by somebody named Carmelo Folo, which that's their only credit. However, if you go and you look at a film from 2011 just called The Devil's Crossing that has a similar synopsis and lists a full cast, a writer, a director, Mr. James Ryan Gary, you come to find out that it's the same film retitled. So,
What is it?
The Devil's Crossing was the original 2011 title, and then they released it again with the Cowboys vs. Zombie moniker in 2014, apparently, and just negated any of the cast and crew on the Internet Movie Database. But
Yep.
he's only directed 2 films, this and a movie called Pull. There's one actor in it that I just want to mention. His name's Kevin L. Johnson. If you look him up, dude's got credits. Like, he has more credits than the entire cast put together. He did
You said he was in a lot of episodes of Ozark.
he's on like 24 episodes of Ozark. He's just done a ton of stuff, and he looked kind of familiar in the show.
Yeah, I
in the
think he
movie.
looks familiar.
But I didn't know who he was by name, and he wasn't Wayne McDermott, but he was a character that was pretty important to the cast. So anyway, that is all I've got as far as that goes.
Does that make you hungry for barbecue?
Yes,
It
because
does. It looks like ribs.
if you've
Like he is eating ribs.
watched any of the Walking Dead behind the scenes stuff, a lot of what they eat is barbecue, which
Sounds delicious.
sounds delightful. And if I can dress up as a zombie, be in a movie or TV show, shamble around all day, kill people, and get to eat ribs, where do I sign?
Or in this case, instead of shambling around, doing like the noodle walk. Isn't that what they were doing?
I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, they were the weirdest zombies I think that I've ever seen. Oh, so should we get into like the film?
Well, somewhere Greg Nicotero is rolling over in his grave. If he was dead,
He's not dead.
he's just crying silently
There's
into
no
his scarf.
grave for him. Unless it's like a fake grave that, you know, he's on set or something and he's pretending to be a zombie and yes.
He might sleep in a
Rolling
coffin.
over in his pretend grave. Yeah.
And hugging Daryl as they go to their restaurant to make money.
Rolling over in his zombie pajamas.
Norman Reedus, anyway. And his yeah, that'd be cute. He had little zombie pajamas like the main character in Don't Panic, except instead of dinosaurs, it's zombies.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And a little scarf.
Little footies.
Because he's always got scarf.
Little footy
Oh,
PJs.
PJs.
He hates footy pajamas.
Anyway, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. What'd you think? Yeah. I mean, we know that it's always going to be par for the course that these films are not going to be Academy Award winning.
There is exceptions.
Yeah.
One exception at least.
Yeah.
Two
the Lois
exceptions.
Reich.
The Lilith Reich
Yeah.
and Ouija Room. But you have to admit it was better than the dubbed version of The Summoning. I'm going to say it that way because we don't know that the
Yes.
subtitle might be better. And it was
Right.
better than Killer Tattooist, aka Skin.
And it's definitely a lot better than A Mermaid's Curse.
Okay, that's fair. To be honest, outside of the weird,
The zombies were just like, and you couldn't see them. They were like in a fog far away for like a big chunk of it.
and then it was dark, and the makeup was just like
Yeah.
basically like
They did have a
muddy
few
faces.
scenes where you could see like the zombies and stuff or whatever, like towards like once it got, but like they did a lot of like shots of just people like doing this.
it was strange. And speaking of weird makeup, Louise, aka the demon who is made a deal with the
Did
devil.
you write his full name down?
No, I think I just wrote Louise. Hold on, let me double check. I started to.
His
and then
name
I
was like
just wrote
Francois Louise something,
Nothing,
blah, blah, or whatever. And he's
Lovely.
like, but you can call me Louise.
Yeah.
Louise!
It looked like he had poop on his face.
Oh, the whole time. Just smeared poop. Like, didn't look like blood. The other guy had blood, like, obviously on his face. But
It
this
looked
guy
like
just
blood.
had straight up poop smears.
Yeah, it's like he was changing a diaper and then he's like, whew, that was hard work, man. And didn't wash his hands first. It was the strangest
That was
thing.
a lot of poop in that diaper.
Right? It's like it went straight up the back and into his chin. I don't know what happened. It was bizarre.
Yeah.
And can we just talk about Wayne McDermott and his
Oh my god.
decision to include a fart, a burp, and him pissing on somebody
Yes, and then he like waved his fart.
with his hat? Yeah, he's like, whew. He didn't
He's
say
just
anything,
like a horrible human. I mean, he was there literally just to like murder people and like, you know, had relations with a hooker-y kind of person, a woman of the evening, I guess. And then just, you know, snapped her neck for no reason.
just because he likes
He's
to
like,
kill
come over
people.
here. And she's like, well, okay.
And
then he's
nobody was
like-
brave enough to just kill him? Like, they had guns?
That was the whole, like, goal, right? Is the devil wanted...
Wayne McDermott.
No, not Wayne McDermott. Yeah, well, he wanted Wayne McDermott dead, right?
Yeah,
This
which
was like a
seems weird
ridiculous
because
plot.
Wayne McDermott was doing the Lord's work, at least the devil's Lord's
The
work.
devil's work.
But the devil's like, well, the demon that was working for the devil.
Louise.
Louise was like, this is the guy you got to take out, not all the good townsfolk that are
Yeah.
going to go to heaven,
And
but
the-
this guy that's going straight to hell that's taking
The
people
main
with
guy's
him.
name was Shadrach.
Yes, and he had no other relatives. They called him Shad for short because nobody's actually named Shadrach anymore. I don't think since
Not
the Old
since a
Testament.
Meshach
has there
and
been
Abednego.
anybody- right, has been named Shadrach. I don't know.
Maybe that's the point, right? Like, they're saying that this guy's been around since, like, the Bible era. Like, the Bible era.
Well, but he
like,
had a
you know
photo
what I
of
mean?
his
Like,
family, I thought, didn't he? Because
Oh,
they showed
right.
up later on. They were like, hey, I'm here. I got my bright, clean pea coat
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Even though I've been dead for years.
Right.
What? Why? Why?
This movie was a mystery.
And as I called him, Kung Fu Farquhar, because the dude knew
You didn't
karate.
say Kung Fu Farquhar. You
That's
called
what I
him
wrote down.
something else. I thought it was something Farquhar.
It was something Farquhar. I
That
forget
was
what I
so
called it.
funny.
But that was the only redeeming thing that, like, well, it's not the only thing, but one of the big redeeming things of the film was the fight scenes. Like, his fight scenes were actually, for the budget,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. I was not, like... I was entertained, so I wasn't mad
Yeah.
at the movie. It's not a great movie. I didn't like the plot of it, but I mean, I was entertained, right? Like,
We had fun.
there was some good fight scenes.
Yeah. The big hallway fight scene.
Yeah, the
Towards the
shooting
end.
and not having to reload your gun was a little whatever, but you know,
Well,
that
he
always
had-
annoys me.
He put the cheat code in for Contra, and he had unlimited ammo. I know that's unlimited lives before somebody says something that I'm not getting my facts straight. But he had unlimited ammo, because,
I
yeah, he
wanna
shot
play
that
Contra.
6-shooter like 37 times in a row.
I want to play Contra now.
Oh, Contra's fun. I played the crap out of that game.
Me too.
But yeah, there were some good fight scenes, and then at the end of the big hallway fight scene, when you get the big special effect
Yes.
with the zombie that had the flesh rotting off and was basically
You're
just
like,
a skull.
This is where they put all their budget.
All the budget on this zombie that didn't look that great, but looked better than it could have looked, and then his head gets kicked off.
Like immediately, and that was it.
Fantastic.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Wayne McDermott. But then the rest of it was just kind of nonsensical. I don't know. They also chose to CGI a lot of stuff.
Yeah, some strange things.
Yeah, not just like the blood, which is fine. I mean, even Rob Zombie CGI's blood. But they CGI'd out the windows because I think they probably didn't have permission to break the glass. Shoot the glass, you know? So
yeah, they blacked them out.
Yeah, they just like blacked out little so it looked like it was broken, but it didn't. There was nothing on the other side. It was just black, and the room was lit on the other side. So yeah, I just thank you for reminding me. I have a picture on my phone that is over there, but I'm going to insert it here in the frame so you can see what this is. And can you describe what we saw?
So it was a zombie person that was coming around the corner, and they had some sort of weird light glowing out of their forehead.
We're not sure why.
No, not sure why. They just got shot right away, so it's like it doesn't really matter. But like, why? That was so strange. He had rewound it and paused it, and like maybe watch it like twice, and then he's like, "I'm taking a photo of this," because he's like, "This is just a strange."
That's the kind of stuff I look for.
Yeah.
And so I want to share that with you folks at home. I'm thinking that perhaps what it was that it was some sort of a way for them to digitally put the squib effect when he gets shot.
Right.
But they maybe forgot to put the effect in or didn't render or something. I don't know, but it
was really odd.
Yeah, it looked like his spirit was about to leave him. If anyone out there is a fan of the Ghosts show, the American version of Ghosts, which both the American and the English version are phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah, they both say the same thing.
Maybe they were about to get sucked off, and I have to clarify that because if I'm we keep this show PG for the most part, but the show is PG. It's just
it basically just means
that
the
ghost
ghost
goes
to heaven.
Yeah,
go off to heaven.
So they get sucked off.
It's really funny, actually.
It's a good show. If you like, it's both light.
Both episodes or both versions.
It's gentle comedy.
Equally good.
But
we recommend the Ghost Show.
We do recommend the Ghost Show.
Yes.
That's about all I have here as far as like specific notes. I took a lot and actually ran out of space. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, he made a deal with the demon that since he didn't kill Wayne McDermott, that if he and everybody could make it through the night, then he would be relieved of his job, because his job was to do whatever this demon told him to do, Louise. And so he said, if I make it through the night, then my deal is done, everybody's good, yada, yada, yada. And the demon's like, okay, and then sends hordes of the undead flailing at him, to which he fights them with the townsfolk.
See, that's why I'm like, where it says civilization has been ravaged by a nuclear war and the undead have risen to attack what's left of humanity. That's not true, because none of them knew what those things were.
Nope.
If you've been living your best life in the post-apocalyptic land of the, like...
Dead.
No, land, like the Wild West, right? Free. Like you're living in the land of the free, no law, everything's whatever.
It's a free-for-all.
Wouldn't you know then, like, if this is like a thing? Because like they made it seem like this is a thing that like these zombies show up, on the back of this is what it's saying. But like they were like, what's that over there? I don't know what that is. Yeah, so it was just like, I don't know, like.
And yeah, that was the first time they'd come across him. What's our hero's name again? I forgot already.
Shad. Yeah.
Shadrach. He knew what they were because he'd come across them before.
Because I think the demon, like he goes, from place to place and like tries to get him to probably off a random person maybe, and then he does it, and then he, if he doesn't do it, then he's like, I'm sending in the zombies or whatever. So
send in the clown.
Yeah, this was a strange film.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it was entertaining. So if you want to watch it,
can we spoil the ending or not? What do you think? 2011,
yeah,
2014
release,
depending on the date.
Right.
It's been a decade. I think it's fair enough. So where I was leading up to with that train of thought with the deal that he made is the whole thing was he was not supposed to kill Wayne McDermott.
No, the whole thing was he was supposed to kill Wayne McDermott, and if he didn't, then he was going to send in the horde of zombies.
Which he didn't, because he wanted to get out of his contract.
Yes.
So then it gets all the way to the end. Wayne's still alive, incidentally. And he's in a final duel with
the devil.
Louise.
With Louise.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason he's able to shoot and kill Louise. I don't know. It's not explained. I don't know whether he's got some holy bullet or...
It's so ridiculous. And then he gets on a horse and he's about to leave and he looks over at Wayne McDermott.
There it is.
And shoots him.
And then he kills Wayne McDermott. And he's like,
And they're like, what'd you do that for? And he's like, I didn't want to do it for Louise. I wanted to do it for myself.
you know, goals. He doesn't want to do
Because
it.
he's like, Wayne needed to die, but I didn't want to do it for Louise.
Because it's kind of this crap moment where they've made it through the night, all to, you know, live up to his ideals and his, you know, desire to break free from the contract, only for him to shoot the crap out of his head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry about the spoilers.
Like you
but
said.
you had to hear it.
You don't. It's a decade. If you're watching this show, you probably don't care about spoilers unless it's because these movies you're watching for
And
other
you know, you
reasons.
can always still watch it if you want to.
Or if you've paused it to
watch it.
watch it and then come back to the... Oh, you can't
You're
do that.
welcome to do
Never
that.
mind. I forget
No.
this is live-ish.
Yeah, live-ish. Okay, so what would you give it on a scale of 1? Oh man, I don't even know. 1 to 5 poop smears. Facial poop
I
smears.
gotta put poop smears on the screen, right? I
Yeah.
gotta put the movie picture
Of his
Louise.
face.
By the way, you were right about that. That image on the back of the zombie eating
wasn't in it.
Was not in that
No.
zombie was not in the movie. Nowhere
right.
to be found.
Yeah, this also was not in there.
That's almost looks like it's Louise on the horse.
It looked like a cartoon. Do you remember when it first started? It looked like a video game.
It looked like Dead Red.
It looked like yes.
I know I'm
horsey
messing
game.
up the name because it is not actually red. We don't want to besmirch the
Derp,
name
derp.
of
I
that
call it the
game.
horsey game.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was calling it Dead Red.
It is my
Redemption.
favorite video game ever.
It is.
I love it.
Hers.
Anyways,
Okay, 1 out of 5 poop smears.
yes.
All right, I'm gonna give it 1 for being entertaining and 1 for the fight scenes. I'm gonna give it. Oh, but I'm gonna deduct a point or half a point for the zombies being weird and flaily. So I'm gonna give 1.5.
I'm giving it 2.
Dose. Oh, deuce, like poop smears.
2 poop
Deuce.
smears. Deuce.
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 Deuce poop.
Now, if you decide that you don't want to watch this, but you do want to watch something different, Senior Newlydead has a different movie in mind.
There's not going to be anything that's exactly like this, but I was going for the zombies, a weird kind of unknown commodity drifter type person, action, and another outside element. I won't give too much away because I don't want to spoil the other movie. But I'm going with 2003's Australian classic Undead, directed by and written by the Spierig brothers, which if you have not seen Undead, there's a special edition that was just released by, I think it was Umbrella Entertainment, and it's phenomenal. I don't think you've seen it yet.
No.
But it features a woman who is a badass and a dude who's a fisherman who is a badass, and there's may or may not be a multi-barreled shotgun involved, kind of like Reggie's in the Phantasm series. So if you've not seen it, it's kind of like a little bit like Wormwood Road to the Undead, which is another phenomenal zombie movie, but we're not choosing that. We're going with this one. So check it out. Joe Bob says, check it out.
No, you can't say Joe Bob. You got to be like Mr. Newlydead says.
Check it out. I don't want to say that because
That's my pick.
Joe's going to come and beat me up. Joe Bob.
We're gonna come up with a good tagline for Joel because he doesn't want to,
I don't want
offend
to bite on Joe
the
Bob.
king,
I love
Joe Bob. I know. He's one of like our favorite things to watch.
We watch him every Friday,
We love you,
except
Joe
maybe
Bob.
not this Friday.
And Darcy.
But
And Yuki isn't his name?
Yuki, yeah.
Yeah.
And John.
And all of
John
the
Brennan,
peeps.
who writes the music. So anyway, neither here nor there. Get Shudder, watch it,
Yeah.
love it,
Yeah.
and you get some Elvira in there too. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right.
Anyways, what are we watching next week?
Oh yeah. So we did the randomizer, and lo and behold, the heavens opened up, and the movie that we just bought at the Goodwill that I've been very excited about. It's not the one that I'm most excited about.
I am super excited.
But this
yes.
one am very excited about is
Bigfoot. I actually remember.
2012's made-for-TV film Bigfoot, starring Danny Bonaducci and Greg Grady. I forgot his name all of a sudden. Barry Williams. What? Oh yeah, and just for fun, why don't we just throw Alice Cooper into the mix? Why not?
I'm so excited.
This is going to be... It looks like
There's
it might
no
be a sci-fi
synopsis
movie.
on the back.
So I'm going to say that it's probably one of the sci-fi made-for-TV movies, because it says it's made for TV on the internet.
It almost looks like King Kong.
I mean, I think that's probably what they were trying to cash in on a little bit. But we love cryptids, and Bigfoot's, you know, the granddaddy of them, other than maybe
Howard
like
Hessman?
Yeah. DJ John A. Fever. Yeah. It's got a phenomenal,
Bruce
weird...
Davison.
Yep, Bruce Davison.
Sherilyn Fenn.
Sherilyn Fenn from Twin Peaks.
That's
Bruce
crazy.
Davison. Most of you will know him from the X-Men movies, but he's also done a ton of other stuff.
and Barry Williams. Packed with blood, guts, horror, and a lot of laughs.
This, I'm telling you, this may not be the Littlest Reich, but it's gonna be fun. I think
There's a gag reel on it.
I'm gonna say now, this one's gonna be fun. Thank you,
Yeah.
Goodwill, for providing us with this delicious fodder. It was unopened. It was under $5, and if you'd like to sponsor us, Goodwill. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right,
All
let's
right. Well,
wrap this baby up.
yeah. We want to thank you very much for watching. If you want to find us again, you can watch Tingler Television every Wednesday night. I believe that they also show our episodes on Sundays.
Yep.
Yes. In the
1 o'clock.
afternoon. 1 p.m. Central
Standard
Time. You can also find us at thenewlydeads.com for all of your fun Newlydeads merch and sorts of things. We create art. So he is a digital artist and I dabble in digital art. But I also do custom pyrography.
Wood
So
burning.
if you're interested in a wood burned ghost, for instance, I love making ghosties.
We also both paint and
yes.
whatnot. So
I also make
a little bit
signs
of
and
everything.
stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
So
I'll put something here and here for you guys to see, just an example
Yeah.
of some of the stuff we've done.
we also do a YouTube channel, so if you're interested in watching us do sinister snack reviews and Cinematorium, which is
Caffeinated.
we also have a caffeinated
Coffee review thing.
coffee review, so check it out. And then until next time,
Keep it cheap and creepy.
thank you for watching.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going?
I'm gonna finish this.